From the creators of Unsung comes a new documentary series. They were some of the funkiest, most talented, and hardest working performers ever to hit the stage. But for some reason, they remain unknown. TVOne, in conjunction with Lawrence Hilton Jacobs Productions, presents Unknown. Today, we look at one of the most influential bands that you've never heard of.
We had the first group called the Idaho Players. We were from Boise. We just kept getting robbed, you know? Our sound, our style, our whole just vibe.
Everybody ripped us off. As soon as we got an idea, bam, somebody else rolled with it.
Every time.
It don't make no sense how they robbed them boys and they freed them.
I wanted the band to represent, you see, the elements of nature. That's why we called ourselves Ground, Air, and Electricity.
But 2 days before they were to sign a record deal, another band with a similar name came on the scene.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Maurice White, the leader of that so-called other band, is related to me indirectly, outskirtly. He is the third cousin on my sister's wife's brother's side of the family, and he just gonna steal the name after hearing us play. We were Ground, Air, and Electricity first.
Ground, Air, and Electricity suffered other setbacks.
Yeah, I used to be the manager for Ground, Air, and Electricity. I got them booked in some of the hottest places in the city.
Yeah, you know, he had us doing kids' birthday parties.
Playing funk music for kids.
Ain't no way in AC double hockey stick you have no damn grown-ass man playing in no damn PK parties.
It was over for me when them little Mexican kids hit me with that piñata bat.
Man, work is work.
This man took 63% of what we earned. Then we had to split the rest.
Kids running around. And he didn't even let us have a piece of cake.
I had kids. You can't just come home with one piece of cake.
I'm the originator of this R&B funk recorder. Hot Cross Bones? That's my
He was, used to sell us reefer. And he told me, yeah, man, you know, I'll give you a nickel bag. And you could join the band. He thought I was serious, but he showed up with his recorder.
I mean, originally it started, I was a drug dealer for the band. But as time went on, you know, I felt like I was needed in the band. I was just important part of the band as I was in the band, I wasn't out the band. How could they stay up late at night without me?
Despite all of their hard work and originality, Ground, Air, and Electricity could never catch a break.
At the family reunion, we are at the Potato Cake Farm and Dairy out there, and I'm singing the song up on stage for the family. It was called Glowing Moon.
That song was gonna take us to the top. Had every element of a hit. Had the strings, freaking recorder.
Had a real catchy hook, you know, the way he wrote that, man. Sweet Feet wrote that. A glowing moon for you to know where your life could truly go. A glowing moon for you to know.
I knew Maurice's punk ass was back there taking notes, okay? And had his little recorder, okay? That's when recorders first came out. He had a little cassette recorder, and he took the whole thing and changed it around. Now you got shining star for you to see what your life can damn truly be.
Hell yeah, they saw that. I was in the car when they came up with it. It was beautiful.
You know what, Maurice? Ooh, Maurice.
By the late 70s, the band started to drift. Junior King left to start a solo career. Sweet Feet and Cornbread tried to help their former bandmate.
I wrote him a song. I mean, it was a show enough boogie down funk hit. I took my time with this one, you know? It was called When Pigeons Sigh. I mean, it was, tell me about something when the pigeons sigh.
You know, we had the concept and everything for the video. I was gonna come out this sink and I was gonna roll out the sink onto the floor, and you know, I was gonna have my shirt off and everything. It was gonna be a beautiful sight for all the ladies.
When Pigeons Sigh was supposed to be released on Junior King's album, band manager Eli Crooks was supposed to deliver the master recordings to Warner Brothers in Los Angeles.
Well, we was on our way to LA and we had to make an emergency landing in Minneapolis. And Somebody stole the masters.
Shortly after, Prince released Purple Rain, with When Doves Cry shooting to #1.
To this day, I believe that one of the bag handlers in Minneapolis airport stole that bag and sold that to Prince.
That's exactly what happened.
Cause we come up with Pigeon's Side, and then how Prince gonna come up with When Doves Cry, which is really writing. That's terrible writing when you think about it. You know, who gives a how a dove cries?
Sweet Feet took a job with the Hostess Company, decorating cupcakes and stuffing Twinkies. When Hostess went out of business, he decided to put the band back together.
This is a great time for funk music to make a resuscitation. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna resuscitate my band. I'm getting us back together. I tell you what, you can't play with ground, air, and electricity. It's coming back, baby. I might find us a new name, something like MWA, musicians with aptitude, or in vague.
Glowing mic for you to know where your life can truly go. A glowing mic for you to know where your life can truly go. A glowing moon for you to know where your life can truly go. A glowing moon for you to know where your life can truly go.
On The Next Unknown, he was a stand-in for Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, the 6th member of New Edition, and he went on to be the voice of Milli Vanilli. Unknown presents The Steve Wilson Story on The Next Unknown.